I'm realizing they been on the application, they want a certification, it's like, are you CPR and stuff, and I'm like. I haven't needed that in a long time, I think they're always fun. Hope that doesn't decrease my odds, I can always renew them. It's not like it's that hard.
Okay.
Adrian can teach us a class, I'm sure it's got all of those.
When systems is never really told them just my back was on. I wanna interrupt.
Okay. Sounds good.
But everything's on, so I name crazy right now. But that's why I asked for some. I'm like.
I want to do it all out. After text, she's concerned, she's going to do one on Saturday for the, I know. That's what I told her, I'm Sunday. I did Sunday for Eric. So she wanted to do, your mic is hot. Hot.
Well,
Other one, same as just Yahoo meetings.
what percentage of your sales come from follow-up?
Wasn't it like 8 years?
Higher.
9.
There you go. 90. So is there anything probably more important you can do than follow-up?
No.
Yeah. What do you think the number one thing is most real estate agents don't do?
Take time to follow up.
There you go. So you can literally change. And what's the number one tool that you need to do great follow-up?
Yeah, I'm sorry, what's the question?
What's the number one tool that you need to do great follow-up? Yeah, man, database. You guys know how to use the tab on.
Yes.
So every time you talk to someone on the phone. After you hang up that phone, it's like, first off, you make all your calls, do all your follow-up, and then you do maintenance, right? You don't do maintenance while you're on the calls, right? So then you sit down and everybody you talk to, you take your little handwritten notes and you go into their contact card, right? And you basically put your new notes in, you found out about the new baby or whatever, somebody going to college, you update your things, or they're ready, when they're gonna be ready. And then you decide, when are you gonna call this person again? Then you take that task and you put a date on it, it shoots it out on your calendar, 3 weeks, 3 months, whatever. And then you know what you do? You forget about it. And every day you come in, you check your task, and it'll tell you exactly who's talking. It's like, that's the easiest system you can possibly have, and you'll do great follow-up. And there you go.
I do. I do love me. There's so much that it can do.
Right.
And it was so fun this weekend to have, I set up a campaign on Thursday to email out my newsletter.
Yeah.
And it was so fun to see it just. Set it
Your place.
I made it.
You made it from scratch?
Charged me today.
Here,
Here, I emailed myself. So I would see it, here. Newsletter. Oh, yeah. That's what I've been working on. Yeah.
Now we get to today's Ignite is something.
Well.
Hey, I took the whole bowl left. Took it off.
Whatever.
Took it off. Ignite. I took the whole bowl too. The whole Ignite, the whole bowl thing. That's all that. So yes, I was very happy. So I'm filling in with for Tara today. I'm sorry that I'm not a good substitute. She was going to be here, but this is something that I
Did have to
am
laugh. I
passionate.
saw a picture of you or maybe it was AI and had hair, and I was like.
Yeah, that was a
"You
long
were
time.
on Facebook.
That was a
And I was
long
like,
time
"Yeah."
ago. Back in back in high school, I had long over my hair, bat wings. Yeah, absolutely. All right. As you all know, my favorite subject, follow up. Follow up, follow up, follow up. Herbie, after this, you're gonna have to tell me how your deal's going. I've been following along on the text string. I'm so excited to find out. Yep.
It'll be.
Awesome. So last week, so Heather, you've been here all 10?
Every single one, yes.
Herbie?
This is my fourth.
All right.
She's got good odds.
It's definitely second best attendance, right? Let's look at it that way.
Yeah.
Second best attendance. Awesome. Well, so I guess this would have been yesterday. So Friday, you all discussed lead follow-up. Communication with the purpose of opening the door to two-way communication. Today, we are talking about what happens next. Once you get a response from a lead, your goal is to convert that lead to an appointment. After a lead generation, lead conversation is the most business critical activity you need to master. If you don't have appointments, you won't have buyer or seller agreements. Without agreements, you cannot have any sales contracts. So before we begin, let's hear about progress with the success system.
Well, I did do my 5-10-1
Did you?
yesterday. Nice. And I didn't have the 10 conversations because
Yeah.
most of the people were out, partying. Like
Out laboring. Well, you had 10 conversations yesterday.
I tried to make the calls. but
Wow.
made no sense. Lewis and I were talking about it, and she's like, "You're working," and I was like, "Yeah." I do have conversations with people.
I mean, you're just having conversations. You ain't trying to do nothing.
So I did the database.
It's awesome. Congratulations.
My database out. Otherwise. The D2 is S and U for calls and Bs, so it's not, I don't have a lot of.
You're probably referring to 531 and a different number.
10-5-1 is 10 likes, 5 comments, 1 post. I mean, yes, you're saying 10 calls. No, and 10 conversations is, yes, what is this bad thing, not
Yeah, it's the Ignite special.
yes, so it is 10 conversations, so 10 phone calls.
Absolutely. So for today, I hope everyone is joining me on YouTube and the YouTube world. I watched myself in the last one, not gonna lie. All right. By the end of the day, you will be equipped to apply the lead conversion model, develop a system, your system for capturing, cultivating, converting, and closing leads, and applying proven methods to increase your conversion rate over time. To start thinking about what you'll learn today, let's consider what questions you might have about lead conversion that you'd like to know about lead conversion. Okay, that's interesting. All right. So we're going to talk amongst ourselves. It says find a partner. I think we've got the partner thing figured out today. About what questions you'd like to learn more about when it comes to lead conversion. So you've got a lead. You're trying to convert them.
So. What are the most effective methods? On time.
In terms of what? Like versus like direct mail, email, text, phone call. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. That's a good question.
I think for me, what I've heard is like face-to-face conversation.
Okay. Yeah. Finding someone face to face. What if it's somebody that lives in Timbuktu, Kentucky? Like say they live in Georgetown. I guess then
Then it
sort
comes
of
down
face to
to
face is
like,
tough.
like, I guess for me, I think if they're in a different area, even like with this.
Well, she's talking about like, how would you get to it? Like, face to face is the goal. How would you get to face to face?
Yeah.
What steps and what methods would you use to initiate that face to face conversation?
Text messages, phone calls, that sort of thing, just continue to stay.
Yeah. Yeah.
relevant.
Let's see.
What does the answer book say?
I hope in the next like 40 pages we have some.
Figure.
We'll figure it out together. I have my ways. I want to see what Ignite ways are. All right, perfect. You'll have to fill me in on that. All right. The effort you give to converting leads must match the effort you give to generating them. What does that mean?
What you put in is what you,
Boom.
when you decide.
I like that
That's
too.
what my
Yes.
boss told me.
We talked so much about lead generating. The next most important and just as much importance. The thing is to go from generating to converting. Hey, we're doing this. All right. You have your participation guide.
Yes.
Turn to the lead conversion process page.
Yes.
Converting a lead to an appointment is a process that can happen quickly, although in some cases it can happen slowly.
Yeah, I think that's like a definite. What's the word that I'm looking for? Oxymoron. It can happen fast, but it could also happen slow.
Well, yeah, it's real fast, except when it doesn't, then it's slow. Yeah.
Makes me think of my little sister. It's great until it's not.
Yeah. It's all, that goes for a lot of things. Right. So Shift tells us that consistently getting every possible appointment from the leads you generate isn't complicated, but it does require preparation, practice, and purposeful action on page 86. This starts at the top of the model with capture. You must capture correct information and enough information to be able to contact the person. Then you move to connecting, building a connection, gathering information, and building trust. Finally, it ends in closing for an appointment. Without the appointment, conversion hasn't happened. So when the when the conversion step does not result in an appointment, what do you suppose happens next? So I guess for conversion, capture, yeah, so somewhere in the conversion, what happens next? If you go for the appointment and they say, not ready yet. I guess that's what I gathered from that.
I think that's what I'm dealing with the girl that I'm trying to convert from Woods's therapy.
Okay.
She just signed a lease for a 12-month lease for an apartment, but
Okay.
she said, she's already said she wants to buy a house, so. Like, I've done the whole face to face.
Sure.
Text her.
You're essentially at the your audio doesn't match your video
Yeah.
stage that you say this is important to you. Is it important to you?
Right. So I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I don't wanna be too pushy, but at the same time, I'm like, alright, come on,
Right.
we can do a lot in the 12 months that you're. Or you follow up in 6 months. Oh, I see her twice a week, so yes, I follow up.
Perfect. There you go. Follow up without following up. Kirby, what would you do if you go in for the kill and it doesn't work?
I would ask them.
Oh, there you go.
And then add it to the database,
There you go.
figure out when I.
Say you've been dripping on this person, following up with this person for 4 months. They said they were going to be ready a month ago.
I would step back.
Step back a little bit. Yeah. I can get that. Like, then it's kind of exactly like you said, like, what does it look like?
Maybe it's like the houses that themselves, I think.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. The expectations are here. And the reality is here. We have more sellers than buyers right now, as all of you probably see. So yeah, I mean that's an expectation talk right there. So then after lead generation, lead conversion is the most business critical activity you must master. It is where the possible business that comes from lead generating activities can turn into probable business and ultimately into profitable business. Converting the lead to an appointment has so much importance because it is how you have a chance to earn income. Converting appointments to business is also a key to economic success. You'll learn more about converting the appointment to business starting on day 14 of Ignite. Stay tuned for Friday. Until then, we will focus on the how now that you know the why. All right, I think we've got a lot of ahas because I don't like to go straight and talk. Anything else, Heather? You got any? Give me a
I was
buzz.
told what aha means,
Agents helping agents.
so there was an aha.
There you go. Ahas.
That is an aha.
Absolutely. Kirby, you going to bowl?
Hold that.
Oh, girl. And who did you talk to about that? There's a lot of different ways to work that out. Let's talk to somebody about that. I want you at both.
What is it?
Are you coming with me Friday, by the way?
You did text me.
I did text you about it and sent you a picture that you wanted.
Is there?
Yes.
What's Friday?
A breakfast and learn.
Yeah.
You're on a team. I can't invite you.
Wait, is that what you mean?
No.
I've been.
Oh.
Is that the other, right?
Yes, the holiday.
I'll be in
It's right
Ignite.
back here.
I'll be in Ignite. By like,
I'm gonna say yes, you'll be there. All right.
wanna learn.
Yeah, I mean it's three great guests. Nick Ratliff is the GOAT in this town. Like he's amazing. Yes, very good. You probably heard him on like radio, news, like all that kind of stuff. He's like the radio and news, like that he advertises that way. He's great. Yeah. All right, today's agenda. After learn lead conversion. In this section, we will get into the specific steps of the lead conversion model for converting leads to appointments. This model will help provide structures for success and lay the groundwork for future accomplishments. Now, turn your participant guide to the lead conversion process. Again, I guess we never left, technically. At its simplest, capturing is collecting the minimum amount of valid contact information for a potential buyer or seller. This should include their names, I guess first name and last name, and a way to get a hold of them, such as an email and a phone number. Most likely, this will occur when you are lead generating. What are some methods of capturing?
So the I believe where we're at is 11 forward. Capturing.
Yep.
Fine.
Right.
And so they have on the just a minute guide questions.
All right.
If I were to need to contact you, what would that number be?
Yeah.
If I found exactly what you were looking for, how would I contact you?
Yeah, that's good.
That's information you wanted, how would I get? Are you asking what methods?
Yeah, like what are ways, not necessarily the script per
Phone
se.
number.
What are different ways to get people's
Would you
contact?
best want me to email? Would you best want me to text you? Do you want, and I know this was one that Philip asked us, like who would be the best person to contact? If I needed to get a hold of Lewis or Heather, who's gonna answer their phone?
It's usually the person that does the talking.
Open house sign in.
There you go, that's number one. It says here, response. There you go. Yes, that's good. The mailers flyers is 3. Number 2 was response to social media or online ad. And number 4 is for sale signs. When you are capturing, it is important to know what you are going to say before starting the conversation. In your participant guide are some conversation frameworks to ask for contact information. The reading fast conversation conversion, that's gotta stop. They look like the same word when you're reading. So exactly what Heather said. So for this first step of capture, I have a system in place, capture all leads in your database and continue to cultivate the relationship using touch campaigns. All leads may not be ready for an appointment. So your goal then is to gain mind share and continue to stay in close emotional proximity so that when they are ready, they think about you. Let's work on an activity, the participant guide to help make sure you have a system in place for your capture. Work on this independently and we will share afterward. All right.
So I think that's the
I'm not gonna write it. I'm
Lots.
just gonna say it. Yeah, so number one is a question for, we'll just do this out loud. You can write it down if you want. We can do this out loud. Number one, how are you currently capturing leads? What's working? Or what are you trying / what's working? Because sometimes we're trying things that aren't working.
I think the referrals, but.
You're going for referrals?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
going for referrals as well, because the open house capturing is the job.
Whoa.
I actually did have someone respond to me like 2 weeks after my open house last week. So I was like,
Respond to you like from a past open house?
yeah, like she goes to me for the first 2 weeks, but
Sure.
like was like, you hear me? So I'm sending her 2 houses, but I need to.
Oh,
send-
so she gave you like what she was looking for? And nice. Did you all like text back and forth? Or did you give her a phone call or? Okay.
I think that's what she's comfortable with, but
Sure.
wanna like obviously set up an appointment, so.
Right, you're like,
That's
these
kinda
emails
like-
are too slow, let's get to talking, let's get to talking, you realize all these emails, we could have had a 10-minute conversation.
Need to just like. All around with that,
Maybe,
get her talk.
maybe, I don't see anything wrong with it, but I get it that some people are like. This is the scariest time for it. So whenever you capture a lead, what information are you collecting? That's the second one, you know this.
So they're contacting
Yeah.
first and last name, maybe what they're looking for,
There you go.
what area, price.
Yeah. Would you, yeah, and if you can, where they are now, but you know, a lot of it. Just, they're too afraid to give you their phone number.
See if they're like living in a house or if they're renting.
Yeah, because you can always kind of compare what they have versus what they want.
Yeah.
Awesome. What are your current lead categories / tags? What tags do you use in Command?
The open house one.
That's good.
A lot of them are just tagged as like buyers.
What about that psychic that we talked to? Did he get a tag? Long gone, never got a tag. Sorry, buddy. You weren't serious enough.
I said, I told him my compensation. He thought I was gonna do it.
Peace. Peace. There you go. Protect your time, protect your value. So what do you think you can do in your own mind to improve your current capture system? Is there anything that if you're like, man, if I did it over, knowing what I know now, I would do?
I think I just need to be more forward.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I lose some days just because of let.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, you could teeter the line between too casual and too business, maybe. Like somebody's just looking to have a casual conversation about it. If you're like, hey, just answer me.
Yeah, into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get to it. Let's quit. By the way, I can tell you, this is a in between. I had somebody we want to show a house Friday. We're booked. Want to show a house on Friday in Mount Sterling, 4,000 square feet for $185,000. Think about that. Your price per square foot is pretty low.
But like really.
3 bathrooms, 10 bedrooms.
Right.
It's like, is this a hotel? Like, what is it? I don't know. I'm anxious to find out. Like, it is rough. 185. 10 bedrooms for 4,000 square feet. I don't know. I asked the person wanting to see it. I'm like, do you need 10? Like, did you settle for 6? Like, what are we doing? Is this a dog hotel? What do we got going on here? So I didn't think a place like that existed. It exists like right next to my house. All right. The second step is connect. Connecting is about laying the foundation for a working relationship. What is important during this step is to listen, ask good questions, offer solutions, and keep the focus on the conversation on them. The goal of the communication, in addition to building the relationship, is to determine their urgency, give enough information to know how to prioritize this lead, and help you know what touch campaign you can use as a follow-up plan. As you communicate and connect, keep these best practices in mind. Number one, embed your value proposition into the conversation to position yourself as the local expert. Number two, build and have confidence through knowing that what you are going to say, role play, practice conversations, and know the market data. And number three, use backward design when thinking about your communication. Think about the intended outcome before starting the conversation. Use questions to help them toward the appointment. You guys know all this. You guys know all this. Turn to the 6th connection question page in your participant guide. Connecting is more than just small talk. Your communication should seek to understand 6 basic questions: who they are, what they want or what they need to do, where they want or where they need to do it, why do they want or need to do it, when do they want or need to do it, and how do they plan to do it. These questions also help whoever you are speaking to open up. In your guide, you have some examples of what those 6 connection questions might look like in conversation. These may or may not work for your unique business. Take some time to plan out a framework for conversation that does work for your business. Make sure that you practice these conversations because it will help the conversation feel more natural, intentionally connect with the person, and qualify them simultaneously. And don't forget the Ford model of questions to further deepen the relationship. What does Ford mean? What does Ford stand for? Family? Yeah. What's well? Occupation. What's R? Recreation.
And D is dreams.
Dreams. Sorry. I think talking to somebody about their dreams is not my thing, but I'm really good at FOR. I need to work on the D.
It really helps if you put it right in front of you.
Oh, that's true. That's
I
true.
think that's where I'm really wanting to work more scripts, because just like, I put it in front of me and I run through it multiple times. And it starts to just make sense. You're like, oh, even without the Ford model,
But
that was
that's
how I ran conversations previously. Like, how are you doing? How's work? How's the family? And it may not be in that order. Like, have you done any trips this summer?
Yeah.
I don't know that I would ever do dreams, but.
what did you dream about last
It's
What's your biggest dream?
talking with people. I know most of mine talk with people a lot more recently. They're like, oh, one day we're gonna, have a mini farm, or we really wanna put a back deck on the house. So when you get to an adult phase, it's kind of the boring stuff.
Hey, that's I don't think
That is considered a dream. Like, Because I ask them like, where do you see yourself in 5 years, you know, what's your dream spot to be? What's your dream house?
I don't know where I see myself in 10 weeks sometimes, like. That's the problem, is that. My future is all those changes.
I just want, you know. Think that's a lot of what is happening right now, as people are, oh, I just wanna pay my bills, buy groceries.
There's truth to that, truth to that. Your goal in using the lead conversion model is to move immediately from capture to connect and to close. However, you'll find a small percentage of leads that won't be ready to convert to an appointment. And to keep mind share, you will use a touch campaign to stay in communication and cultivate the relationship until they are ready for an appointment. At Ignite, you have learned a lot about the touch campaigns: 19 to connect, 1 to cement, and 36 to convert. You will leverage these to stay in close contact until you can get an appointment. As you start, did you all do the 19 touch campaigns? As you start to implement your touch campaigns, you can always pursue creating your own touch campaigns to fit your business needs or to steal savings. It's recommended that you start with the 3 that have been introduced first until you have a solid understanding of how the touch campaigns work. I think I made like 2 last week.
I think that's when I started putting together my newsletter.
There we go. All right. Cultivation is the step in the model in which agents find themselves struggling. Why do you think agents struggle in the cultivation stage? Kirby. We capture, we connect, and we can't cultivate.
Focusing.
There you go. That's good. They're focused on other things. Absolutely. Yeah. Do you think the agent might get bored with them after a while? I won't say that's on the top of the list, but you're like, oh, I haven't talked with them in 2 months. I'm supposed to reach out 5 weeks ago, but they're probably still thinking about it. What do you think, Heather? Why do agents struggle in the cultivation stage? Do you have anything to add?
I would agree, I think they get tired of it, or they think it's not going anywhere, or they forget. They forget that there can be 7 to 10 years between someone moving. Just like we've been looking, I think that's something that Sheridan and I have talked about in the classes that is done. That there's that, you don't know when you meet that person, where they're at in that process. They could have just moved and they haven't hit the valley to go back up. And there's that 7 to 10 year angle, and you may have hit them on year 1.
Yeah.
And you may have the next 7 years to cultivate. And if you give up at year 9,
Right. 1 year and 3 months.
yeah. You've wasted all that time.
Yeah,
but-
absolutely.
And I mean wasted, because if you don't actually follow it through, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
And so you just have to hold in there and wait. And I think that's the big thing for me lately is I'm not seeing anything. And I have to continually remind myself, I'm only 8 months into this. Nobody knows me yet. And if I give up at this point, I've just wasted my time.
Yeah. Winners.
So it's, yeah, this one right here. There. You could have just gotten the person here. And they haven't moved all the way to the valley.
Yeah. What do they say? Top agents are just lower performing agents, never stop.
Well, and I think that's something that with the cultivate phase is you are constantly reminding the person, one, that you're there, and two, that you provide value.
Yeah.
And it's not just a real estate value.
But it is for your own peace of mind to sprinkle in some people that are ready to.
Oh, for sure. I
So-
would love to have some. I mean, I feel like there's so many people that are just ready to move. You just have to put yourself into the area and run across.
And that's the thing that sometimes, yes, we will teach you all about relational and be relational and be memorable, and that is the name of the game. That is the easiest return. Some people just want transactional. Give me what I need, get the heck out of the way. I might talk to you again. I'll keep your newsletter in mind, just to help me do what I need to do. Absolutely. So agents often struggle during cultivation because they do not have the right systems in place to continue to follow up with that lead. They let the lead slip and then get disappointed when they learn that the lead transacted with a different agent. You shouldn't let the lead slide to someone else, especially when you have invested a lot. So don't let it go to waste. Number 1 to submit and 36 to convert will be the system that you put in place to cultivate your leads until they are ready for an appointment. Shift reminds us that you cannot know or predict when they will come to a decision, but if you're reconnecting with them in a systematic way, you'll have a great chance of being there when they do. That's when you'll be able to close for an appointment. Woo!
There was my question.
There was your question. All right. Closing.
Okay, be like, what was your question?
Closing is when you ask for the appointment. Think of it in this framework. You're concluding one conversation and seeing if there is a new one that can take place. It is your responsibility to ask for the appointment. Just like the touches you use to stay in emotional proximity have varying degrees of effectiveness, so does the format in which you ask for the close. You could ask in a text, in an email, on a phone call, in person. Which formats do you think are the strongest / most effective? What do you think are the weaker options? What do you have?
Phone call and in person are the two strongest.
Phone call?
Yeah, because it's a voice conversation. And in person is even harder for the person in their family.
Yeah,
It'd be awkward.
for me personally, if I had met you, we're good on text, like we can text. Phone call is great. Usually I have to schedule a phone call. Rarely do I get a phone call and just say, hey, I'm so glad you called. In person, definitely. Phone call is amazing. Text, and then very, very bottom is email. The least effective options are in writing. Oh, there we go. The least. Text messages, emails, etc. Since you are not communicating together in real time, you cannot immediately respond to any issues or questions they might have. Phone calls and in-person options are going to have the best effect on your lead conversion. That's right. Miss Kirby over here scheduling phone calls. Love it. Use the text to schedule the phone call. Excellent work.
So you use a text to schedule a text? Yeah.
Hey, is there a good time for me to text you later this afternoon? When you are setting the appointment, what are the important elements to schedule?
Time, place.
Yeah. I would also say if you're scheduling over text, what should you say? Yeah, time, place, if you're meeting in person. I always like to tell them what we're gonna talk about. So there's something as well. Kind of like I'm going off the rails, sorry. Talking to a lead over text messages. And I just said, hey, I'm calling Joe, I forget his name, I had to say Joe. Hey Joe, we just wanted to, want to schedule a phone call, talk to you about what you're looking for, he's fine. Okay, cool. He responds back immediately. Nothing really to talk about. He says that. Okay. So I said, I have not let this conversation die here. I kept asking him LTPMA, like I kept throwing him at him. We texted for almost 2 hours, but there was nothing to talk about to him. And we ended up talking for a long, long time because there was a lot to talk about.
Get the phone and call this dude.
Oh, I did. You didn't answer. I did actually. I texted him, told him,
It's not.
and then said, "Hey, I just tried to call you." Okay, he was kind of an awkward guy. Like he was a real awkward guy, and he just didn't want to talk. I guess okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah.
No, Michael goes with. I told him my compensation.
Hey, Michael, I sent over my compensation. Never heard back. Dot dot dot. Where do we go from here? That sounds like the perfect follow. Where do we go from here, Michael? All right. So first of all, you are not just looking for a yes. This is a response to asking for the appointment. As soon as you get the yes, you should immediately schedule the appointment and hang up the phone as fast as possible. But for real, at everyone's earliest convenience. This means the date, time, location, etc. One thing to keep in mind is the location. We will talk about this more in the transaction section when we cover buyer and seller consultations in depth. And one thing to always keep in mind is safety.
I know first.
I don't know what that means. Safety.
Safety.
Safety. Be safe with your cultivations. This statement about closing for the appointment comes from Shiv. It also reminds me of one of the Y4C2Ts. Which part of the belief system does this make you think of?
Win-win. Either way, you both win.
Yeah, I think so. You're not trying to do something that they're not wanting to do for themselves. Aha. Aha.
Very like off top.
Please go off topic.
Imagine. You have Plex.
No, I have not.
I saw it in and like save searches or something.
Wait,
So I don't know.
that might be why I haven't been sending any.
Yeah, like I haven't gotten any notifications to send
Yeah.
since like the 28th.
I don't want to rebuild that. Sorry, start over. Interesting. I'd love to hear more.
It's Thursday. It's weird because they saved like some of the searches in my archive. Not like my 2 apps.
Oh.
And I don't have any subscriptions anymore.
Yay.
So I wanna figure out like,
I had that
That's
subscription that has gone on way too long without a response. It's sent over probably 200 projects. They haven't yet their word. So I'm like, I'm just tired of sending this. I should have said I don't want to add anything. All right. Next on the agenda. Everybody good? Okay, hour and 10 minutes left. Today, you learned the model, steps, and actions it takes to convert a lead to an appointment. We're going to dig deeper in what a conversion rate is and how it can inform your business decisions. Your conversion rate refers to the percentage of leads you ask for an appointment and those that agree to an appointment. I love this. For example, you may ask 10 leads for an appointment and succeed in setting 8 appointments. That's an 80% conversion rate. Your ultimate goal is to increase your skill so that you can convert at the highest percentage possible. The higher the percentage, the more leads have converted to appointments. If you're converting at a low percentage, this should tell you that you have a lead conversion challenge. The challenge is not the number of leads generated, but your ability to get them to an appointment. There we go. Any questions before we move on? Sometimes the lead conversion is based on your total number of leads in your database. Sometimes it is based on just the leads that are being cultivated at current time. What is important is to evaluate your business and what works for you, and then repeat that same measure of success each time you calculate your conversion rate. What do we think? We love math. We love math. Oh man, we love math. Where'd the rest of my thing go? My coffee. Next, we're going to look at ways to improve your conversion rates. I love this.
Time block.
Once you understand what your conversion rate is, you can move from E to P. Do you remember this from day one? It's one of Keller Williams' 6 personal perspectives. This is when you get more purposeful in improving your conversion rate. Gaining insight and getting more purposeful will ultimately bring you more closed transactions. Some activities you can engage in to improve your conversion rates might include, number 1, time block for lead conversion. If you erase it, replace it. Number 2, use conversations and systems. Practice conversations, dialogues, asking for the close, mastering buyer and seller presentations, relationships. Also, conversations are a powerful tool that can help you say what you intend to say in the most powerful and impactful way. And also, use systems that support lead conversion in your business. Systems make sure you take the right steps at the right time and continue to keep and gain mind share. Don't neglect any part of your database. Reconnect with each person, and when you do, ask for referrals. Conversion activities are not just for leads, they're also for your sphere of influence, contacts, etc. Come from care, curiosity, and contribution, and get back in relationship with past clients. Also, know who to prioritize. In an upcoming session in the lead follow-up segment, you will learn how to prioritize potential clients, prioritize converting these qualified leads while still working on the rest of your database. Whew. VIPs. Let's do lunch. Man, for 11, this is short. I'm almost.
I don't know.
No.
That's okay.
Man, the first day that I did it, it was so long. I didn't get through it. Maybe I should jump back.
Well, and I think the big difference is in the guide.
Right down, we can do stuff.
Activity,
Right.
and it's like. Fill in the blank, turn the achievement, do your 10, 5, 1.
I want to show you.
A lot of activity.
I want to apologize to you. I did not respond to your asking if you use ChatGPT question. You said why, and I did not respond. I'm sorry. I'll show you. I saw somebody at the regional office role playing using ChatGPT because you can dictate and talk into it, and it'll talk back to you, and you can talk into it. So that's one way of doing it.
Practice questions with AI.
That's right. Practice questions with AI. Every lead has the potential to turn into a business, and as you have already heard, there are no bad leads.
Oh no.
Dude, I'll tell you, my lead.
With the lead conversion model, you have learned, number 1, capture the appropriate information so you connect. Number 2, connect to assess their needs and establish a relationship. Number 3, cultivate the relationship. Not all people will convert directly to an appointment. So use touch campaigns to stay top of mind. And number 4, close by asking for the appointment. You are in control of this ask. No one else. Actually, they have told me that I do need to get on
There.
to, yeah.
Need to rate it.
So there's I'll tell you about this one, not being important, but, yeah.
When you're done recording, I'll share what's going on. My singing.
I know we need to catch up. It's been like 2 weeks since we hung out.
Not recording.
Just for everyone. All right. So as we wrap up our learning session and transition to our success system, do you feel you've come to understand the lead conversion model?
Oh, yes.
Right, yes.
Have you further developed your system for capturing, cultivating, and closing leads?
Yes, Tara.
All right. Do you know how to? I still got the name tag. Do you know how to apply proven methods to increase your conversion rate? How's your mindset?
I will admit that over the last few weeks, my mindset has been very negative. Oh, very.
So you're saying once we stop doing, so you're saying that once we stop doing our set classes,
Yes. that
it seems like everybody's kind of saying the
I've
same
been
thing.
very negative, very down on it, like. My husband has talked to me on the same sometimes. Just admit it.
I don't know if I should dive into that deeper or go on the Kirby.
Go on.
I'll go off. I'll go off recording. We'll talk about it. Kirby, how's your mindset? How has it been since we'll go since the last time we saw each other.
It's a nice start, it has been like everything kind of took off.
Yeah. Is it still taking off? So like, is it this or is it like this?
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
But as long as it's not this, we want to be going up.
That first week of the night.
Woo! To
There's
the
so
moon.
much going on.
All right.
Now it's kind of.
Leveling off. So okay, so you're up and maybe hey, as long as it's going back, yeah, you're going there. You're going up. That's all you want to do. All right, so we have those things. Today is 2 months.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Look at that. Look at that. Next. Ahas to achievement. Each day at Ignite, you grow in how you think, feel, act, and implement what you've learned. From learning and ahas, you move toward achievement of your big life. And that's what we're here for, right? To achieve our big goals. So we've talked and said, ask participants to write in their guide how they've grown in each of the areas. We kind of just talked about it. So taking the time to reflect on what you've learned is important in building your confidence and celebrating your growth. We'll do this activity after each learning session so you can keep track of your learning journey. And now we move to our important success system time where we work in our business together while supporting one another. For the next 2 hours,
No, I don't have 2 hours.
we'll work together on a success system, which consists of 20 minutes role play conversations with a partner. Top agents practice every day. Oh, we should.
That's what it's been doing,
We're gonna-
like, and I've been here by myself.
Oh, I love that. 10 minutes preparing a call list for the day. This is another system that top agents use to save them time. Once they have a list, they start at the top and call people without hesitation. 45 minutes of real play. That's role play in the real world. Is making contact and having conversations with as many people as possible with the goal of establishing and nurturing valued relationships so that when people are ready to buy or sell, they think of you first. And 30 minutes of updating your database with information gathered from your conversations and following up on any promises made. Do this immediately after real play while it's fresh on your mind. These activities are the daily habits of success. We practice them every day and Ignite, and you will continue with this rhythm for the rest of your career/life. Use the pages in your participant guide. Let's work together on these activities and support one another. I will call time when we are ready to switch activities. Ready, set, go.